Most entrepreneurs, business owners and founders, they don't burn out because they work too hard. They burn out because they've not built their systems to scale with their ambition. Now, no doubt you've come across this book, Atomic Habits, and it's an incredible book, full of gold. But guess what? It's not just a productivity book. It's also an energy, we could call it an energy architectural manual built for high performers. So today I'm going to share with you 3 principles that I've used myself and with clients over the last decade to quite literally eliminate burnout, build elite energy without stepping back from success. So if you're an ambitious founder, business owner, entrepreneur, and you're running a business, you're running a household, and you're feeling your body, your discipline, and your energy slipping, then today this is going to land differently. And guess what? It's not about motivation. It's not about grinding harder, and it's not another routine. We're going to build identity, systems, and the daily 1% that's quite literally the foundation that's going to keep you in the game for decades to come. Many guys think it's just willpower and white knuckling that builds success. And don't get me wrong, that is required. But when we look at it at a foundation level, in reality, it's number 1, identity, 2, systems, and 3, consistency that does that over the long game. Because motivation is the spark, but it's your systems that is the fuel, again, over that long stretch. So let's break down 3 atomic habit principles that's going to help you rebuild energy, discipline, and drive, especially if you're exhausted. So number 1, the first principle, systems and goals. So as James Clear puts it, you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems, okay? So a goal is just a destination. A system, quite literally, is the vehicle that's going to get you there repeatedly. So the first goal we're going to break down, how do we train consistently 3 times per week? Now I'm going to go one step further than James Clear's systems and goals, and we're going to apply a little neuroscience lens, okay? So to give our brain a bit more of a meaning around this specific goal. So the 4-step system is going to be, number 1, we're going to define. So we're going to clarify what success actually looks like while training 3 times per week. Then we're going to refine. So we're going to remove false definitions and common traps. Then we're going to align by locking this into our environment, our calendar, and our new identity, which we need to shift into. And then step 4, systemize it. So this is where James Clear's Atomic Habits comes back in. And this is where we turn this into repeatable behaviors, a day-to-day process, and a rhythm. Okay, so let's define exactly what training 3 times per week looks like to give meaning and depth to the brain. So it equals 45 to 60 minute sessions to build energy, not drain it, so I can show up as my best self for my business and for my family. Okay, we want to give depth to that. And this is going to be structured doing strength, mobility, cardio, and recovery work. Okay, step 2, we want to refine. So it's not forcing sessions when exhausted. It's not skipping because work's busy. It's not relying on motivation or guilt. And it's not chasing perfection. We're looking for consistency. We're looking for progress. Step 3, which is align. So this is where we want to build the environment, stepping into a new identity and building them new behaviors. So this is where we need to structure it. Okay, so treat these as like a meeting with the board or your most important client. Okay, so they go in your calendar as a non-negotiable. Let's say, for example, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 till 7 a.m. And then depending on how your energy is on that day, then within that block, we could be a strength or cardio session. It could be a mobility or recovery session. No matter what, it's in there as a non-negotiable. You can have your kit ready by the door and then your alarm labeled with intention. Show up, don't think, move. Okay, we want to build that new identity and that step in there. And then step 4, the system, James Clear style. So we're going to build the process, not chase the outcome. So we've got a simple 7-step framework in here. So trigger and cue, which is a wake up alarm, our kit's ready, the calendar invite alert. Okay, pillar 2, which is environment. So training space is prepped and planned the evening before. Pillar 3, identity anchor. So this is the conversation we're having with ourselves. I am the type of person who trains even on low motivation. Pillar 4, a minimum standard. So this is where we put in the 10-minute rule. So no matter what, we show up. Even if we're still exhausted, we scale down, but we don't ball. Just like I said in the previous step, we've got a four-point component. You've got strength, cardio, recovery, or mobility. So when you're exhausted, you're tired, we can bake in some mobility and recovery work, okay? So we can still build that habit and that behavior. Pillar 5, recovery loop. So post-session breath work, emergency breath work when stress is hitting. We've got magnesium, we've got supplements, and we've got a minimum standard of 7 hours sleep. Okay, this is very individual to the person. So this is just an example. Pillar 6, tracking. So we will need to get some kind of accountability, some data tracking on that. So we tick off the session in our notes, our whoop, whatever that might be. We want zero emotion to this. Just basically, have we done it or have we not done it? Yes or no. So we've got that feedback. Then when we do our end of week review, if 3 sessions have completed, we carry on. If not, we ask what broke the system, not what's wrong with me. Okay, and just to remind you on this, goals create pressure, systems create momentum. Okay, so when the process is clear, motivation is irrelevant. We win the day and the week takes care of itself. Principle 2, identity first. And that's James Clear quotes. Every action you take is a vote for the person you wish to become. Now, if we want to get more granular with that, we could go, for every action, choice, and decision you make in this present moment is a vote for the person you are becoming. And that level of self-awareness is going to make you think twice when making decisions. Now, here's the thing. The majority of burnout entrepreneurs, execs, and founders, they're still operating from an outdated identity. One that was built in the early grind years. The hustler, the firefighter, the I'm always switched on, the I'll sleep later, the my family will understand. But here's the thing. The man you are today, the man with the family, the business, and a complete set of big real responsibilities, he requires a completely different operating system to take him to that next level and sustain success over the long road. Because identity is the upgrade. It's not, I'll sort myself out later, the business comes first. It's I lead my business better when I've got energy and I lead myself first. It's not, I don't have time to train. You know, I need to get through this week. I'm being crushed. I'm an executive athlete. Training gives me the time and energy to show up and execute as my best self. It's not, my family will understand. I'll be more present when I get through this deal, when this quarter calms down. It's, I'm the father and partner who shows up with presence now, today, not someday, okay? Identity removes that negotiation, and identity quite literally is energy protection. Principle number 3, the 1% rule. And that's James Clear quotes, becoming 1% better every day creates a 37x ROI over a 12-month period. And here's the thing, the majority of guys who burn out, they do so because they're trying to overhaul everything at once. New training plan, new diet plan, new schedule, new routine, and it fails. You know, it fails not because they're weak, but because it's too heavy when you're already carrying the weight of the world, when you've already got a ton of responsibilities. And burnout and low energy isn't fixed with one big overhaul. Okay, it's fixed with taking tiny steps, collecting one win at a time. And we come back to that process over outcome mentality. How can I win today? How can I win today? And if we show up with that mentality, the days create the weeks create the months create the years. Practical tools, some 1% examples that you can utilize today, tomorrow to reclaim that energy. So number 1, we want to hydrate and mineralize. So a large glass of water and pink salts, mineral salts upon waking. Number 2, try get that first light. If it's the wrong time of year, use a Lumi panel lamp or light. Number 3, give yourself 20, 30, even 40 minutes at the start of the day where you can keep your phone on airplane mode. At that time, you can regulate the nervous system, do some breath work, a bit of meditation, a little bit of journaling. You want to set your mental faculties, your frameworks for the coming day. Number 4, 10-minute walk, Post lunch, this is going to aid with digestion, energy levels. Number 5, protein anchored meals. Okay. Number 6, use an emergency breath work reset. So if you're quite stressed, you're going through some pressure throughout the day, take yourself away. Big deep breath for 4, pause for 7, slowly breathe out for 8. Just 3 to 5 breaths is going to help regulate that nervous system and bring calm, composure. Number 6, digital detox up on the evening. Okay, so no phone before bed. So when it comes like 8, 9 p.m, airplane mode. Okay, read a book before bed, even a little bit of journaling. 3 things I'm grateful for, 3 wins for today. Okay, help close them mental tabs. Tiny wins compound, they rebuild belief and they rebuild energy. I've been coaching high performers for over a decade, entrepreneurs, CEOs, business owners, men with families and real pressure. And what I've found is when they stop trying to force motivation and actually build the systems, upgrading their identity, their energy skyrockets, they lose weight, confidence returns, and they have a much deeper sense of purpose and presence in all areas of life. So my action steps for you today: rewatch this video taking notes and ask yourself, what's one step, one shift that you can make today? You know, we're not looking for everything. What's your 1% win? Pick one thing that you can compound today, plus today, plus today, equals tomorrow, equals your win. Okay, so pick one system, one identity shift, because this is where momentum starts. If you found this content valuable, don't forget to grab your free energy blueprint below. It's a 10-step system specifically built for entrepreneurs, founders, executives to help them reclaim energy and get control of their physical health. There's also a link to book a free switch on strategy call if you'd like to explore one-to-one coaching with myself. Because we don't wait for a crash, we build energy like assets systematically. Let's switch on.